I'm back. So, I had to make that video because I wanted people to have a solo video of me explaining the PS4 versus Xbox One. So, what I'm going to do right now is basically just give you guys an update on what's been going on with me and stuff. And I haven't really spoken to you guys since BlizzCon. So, quick recap. BlizzCon, amazing. I met so many people. I think I met like 30, 40 people at BlizzCon 2011. I also weighed 410 plus pounds, 400 plus pounds. This time around, it was so overwhelming. Me and Lula, my girlfriend, and my friend that came with me from New Jersey, again, we were just, he was basically my cameraman the entire time. And I met 30 or 40 and 11. I must have met 5 or 6 times that this time around. It was literally like nonstop. No matter where we went, there was always somebody who wanted to take a picture or shake my hand or congratulate me on the weight loss or say hi or talk about the games that just came out, talk about the Warlords of Draenor expansion. And it was really nice. For me, it was great to notice as a broadcaster, as an entertainer, what you've done over the past 2 years and how you've evolved and how you've improved yourself as a person and physically, mentally, and everything. And how that shows on the reactions of people when they see you now, you know? Like Mike B from Gamebreaker TV. And once again, thank you to the guys, Gary, Mike B from Gamebreaker TV, for having me for an interview live at the WoW Insider Party. That was really fun. And Day 9 gives an amazing back rub. Like, awesome. I got to meet him and take a picture. It was really awesome. And the thing that Mike B said was, in his YouTube video was, you know, Towelliee's a great guy. He's really humble, but if you met him in 2011, he was really arrogant and he was kind of cocky, which I was, and I still am. I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm still arrogant and fucking cocky, but I guess now because I'm in a better place physically and mentally, I'm more of a, you know, I'm obviously more social. I'm more humble to people. I can understand and empathize. I have more empathy for other people that have been in situations like me in the past. So he says now he's lost all that weight, but he's more humble. Whereas people sometimes, you know, he's like, maybe sometimes he was thinking people are overweight, they're more humble because they can't be cocky. But me, I was like overweight and cocky. Now I'm kind of humble and cocky, but more humble than cocky, whatever. But it was great. Thanks to those guys for hooking me up and just, you know, inviting me to an interview. We talked about like Heroes of the Storm. We'll get to that in a second. But I had a really great time at BlizzCon. I met a lot of the people from the Hammer Squad, a lot of people who are subscribers. We took a nice big picture with like 30 people on the outside by the fountain, anyone who could have made it out. But like just meeting all these people at the parties and at the Hilton and just taking pictures and it was overwhelming. I barely had any time to myself. At one point, me and my girlfriend and my friend, we tried to hide. We hid in the tabletop section by BlizzCon playing Monopoly and World of Warcraft. People still found us, but whatever. It was all good. I was giving away Nagas and stuff while I was walking around. I was like, find my girlfriend, win a Naga. Someone found her, gotta give him a Naga. Find me during the opening ceremonies, had my hoodie on and everything. I gave out t-shirts. It was a really fun time. Like, BlizzCon this time around was just out of this world. And because I feel better about myself and everything, it was just more enjoyable. You know, I was wearing clothes that I like to wear instead of wearing big moo t-shirts and size 56 jeans. You know, I was wearing a nice size 38 jeans with a, you know, World of Warcraft undershirt. I was wearing a fucking sports jacket over it. I was kind of GQing it this time around, man. I was GQing a little bit. I kind of liked it. People noticed that too, and I was like really stoked about it because, you know, shit like that, I never get to wear clothes like that back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean two weeks ago. So let's talk about a little bit of the games. Heroes of the Storm. I'm going ham on that game. I don't care what anybody says. I just got into the Reaper of Souls, Friends and Family, and I'm liking it. I've streamed it a little bit. I love the Crusader class. It's so much fun. It makes me want to play Diablo. It's so great. Heroes of the Storm. I love it to death. I think it's the best combination of a MOBA and a questing system in one. So it's like basically you play like the Blizzard heroes. Like I played Arthas so many times. I like 3 times this time around. And it was pretty cool. I was just able to, you know, like work my lane, get my experience going, and then just kind of do this side quest where you have to hand in doublins or dublins or coins to this Captain Blackhand guy. Then he activates this ghost ship that shoots cannons at the opposing team's towers in their base. It's like fucking cool. It's like a combination of MOBA, and it's very casual. It is casual. I spoke to a business development person while waiting in line for a hot dog. I was talking to him. He recognized me. I spoke to him, and I was like, you know, are you guys looking to take Heroes of the Storm to the next level, like as an esport? He's like, we're not even thinking about esports right now. He's like, right now, all we're thinking about is how people, like, he compared it to Hearthstone. We're just going to throw it out there. People are going to play it, and if they like it and they catch on to it, we'll probably have like a tournament or something at BlizzCon 2014, and it'll be like great. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, because I really want to practice that game. I want to become good at something. You know, it's been a while since I've actually played a game enough. I mean, World of Warcraft, am I a good tank? Yeah, sure, I am. I'm a normal tank, you know? But, you know, I want to take this MOBA and play it. I want to learn the champions. I mean, even if people find it boring and I risk losing viewership and stuff like that just because I play something different, which actually hasn't happened. I mean, I've been playing anything but WoW in the past 2 months, and people have been loving it, so whatever. But I would risk losing viewership just to play Heroes of the Storm and be good at it because it's a Blizzard MOBA, and that's exciting. But I played Arthas. He's a pretty cool champion. What's really weird about this Heroes of the Storm is some things that I don't like about it is experience is shared. When you kill minions, there is no last hit. When you kill a minion, you get experience instead of gold. And every time you level up, your whole team levels up at the same time. So when I hit level 3, everyone's level 3. So our experience is shared. And that kind of ticks off people a lot. There's no items. There's no weapons. What happens is every 2 to 3 levels on the bottom left-hand corner, you get to choose between like 3 upgrades, which in fact are kind of like weapons. So on the lower left-hand corner, you'll see I either can choose plus 200 health and armor pen or something. The second one will say plus 10% ability power. The third one will say, you know, plus 5 mana regen with, you know, immune to stun effect or something. And you pick one of the 3, and then you start building your spec as you level up. Every game is like 20 minutes. It's really quick. It's really fast. It's really casual. And if you know, sometimes even the most casual games can catch on competitively, and people will play it. And I plan to play it, so I can't wait. Now, Warlords of Draenor. Warlords of Draenor. I don't like the story. I really don't. I'm not a fan. Don't like it. Sorry. I hate the fact that we have to have Garrosh again take us back in time because he wants to bring together the Iron Horde and bring them back to this other alternate universe and go back at the fucking Alliance. Whatever, man. Get the fuck over it. We don't want you in our game anymore. I just want, like, something different. But he's only going to be there for a little while. But Warlords of Draenor basically takes us back to Outlands when Outlands was Draenor before it got turned to Outlands. You know, the Black Temple is the Draenei, is the Alliance capital city. What's it called? Kalador? No, not Kalador. Karabor, I think. Whatever. And anyway, they have garrisons now, which is your personal housing. It's pretty awesome. I like it because you can hire followers, and there's different tiers, and you can hire followers that are tanks, healer, right? 3 DPS, and you can queue them for a dungeon. Kind of like in Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you can send your people out to do your missions and shit. And it'll take them 1 to 3 days to complete a dungeon, but when they're done, they'll have gold, they'll have epics, they'll have shit. It's like you basically have your own NPCs doing dungeons for you, but just to get, like, not crazy gear that you would get raiding. My favorite highlights, I'm not going to go through all of them. Hit and expertise, gone. Thank fucking God. I'm tired of hitting these caps. I'm tired of this tier of having 14% fucking hit as a tank, and I can't do shit about it. Dodge and parry, gone. From gear. Okay, this is from gear. Reforging, gone. Enchantments are going to be enchanted on lesser item, like there's going to be less amount of pieces of your gear that are enchantable, lesser pieces of gear that are gemmable, but the jewels will be more powerful. But for one thing, let me just give you the highlight of what I like the most about this. By the way, I do like Trial of the Gladiator. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go back to prop PvP because number one, they're changing Vengeance. Vengeance is no longer attack power. Vengeance will now give you bonuses to your abilities instead of giving you more attack power. which I think is going to make us more viable. There's also an item squish, which means that now our HP pools are going to be lower. So when we hit level 90, we're going to have like 35,000 HP. When I was testing out Warlords of Draenor, my HP as a paladin tank in the first dungeon was 35k, buffed 45k. And that's amazing. I can't wait to go back to that HP pool and then start doing prop paladin PvP again and figuring out ways to improve on that. And I think it's an amazing thing. And nothing's going to change. Basically, the way they said it was the same amount of time that it'll take you to kill a mob at level 90 with 1,000,000 HP will take us the same amount of time at level 90 with the item squish. So basically, change your bars from health pool to percentage, and you will never see a change. It'll feel exactly the same. Just HP pools are lower. You won't have 1,000,000 crit anymore. Like you'll crit for like 4k or 5k instead of 1,000,000, but the health bars will go down at the same rate. And yeah, the item squish is something that I love. But what I love about the most is a new Mythic rating. Mythic is 20-man hardcore rating. It is separate from everything else. So they'll still have 10 and 25-man. But basically the way they're explaining it is 10 and 25-man heroic is now the new normal. 10 and 25-man normal is now like the new flex or raid finder. And 20-man mythic rating is the creme de la creme. It's the best rating. It's going to be the hardest encounters. And it's going to be easier for Blizzard because now Blizzard does not have to design battles and fights for 10 and 25. They design it and tune it specifically for one 20-man mythic rating. And no longer will we have to say who's the best 10-man guild. Oh, 10-man guild's better than 25. 25 is better than 10. 10-man's harder than 25. Paragon's better than the method. Shut the fuck up. Now it's only 20-man ratings. That's it. One fucking mode. 20-man hardcore rating. That's it. Whichever guild is on top is on top. It's unarguable. You can't say shit. I love it. That's one less argument we have to have in my channel every day. And they're separate lockouts, so that's good. But a lot of 10-man guilds are not liking it. A lot of 10-man heroic guilds are saying now we have to recruit. Paragon is now recruiting the 20-man, and they don't like it. So yeah. Anyway, so Warlords of Draenor, I think is going to be probably the best expansion since Wrath of the Lich King. I'd say, hands down. And I can't wait for that. So hammers up, Warlords of Draenor. Heroes of the Storm, hammers up. Hearthstone, meh. Reaper of Souls, Diablo 3, awesome, can't wait. And that's that. Let's see, what else do we have coming up? Oh, we have Thanksgiving coming up next week. Turkey, shit. Black Friday, I'm looking to get a few things on Black Friday. There's like a Sony handheld cam for like $120 at Fry's. The Xbox came out. The PS4 came out. I waited for the PS4 at Fry's Electronics, which was horrible. Like, they didn't start getting people in until midnight. All right, and that sucked. So I had to wait till midnight, even though I was third in line, to go in. I wasn't out till like 1:30. It was horrible. For the Xbox One this past weekend, I waited at GameStop because number one, there are two people who work at my local GameStop that watch me play, and they basically hooked me up. They only had 5 extras. I came there early. I was third in line, second in line, and at 6 o'clock, everyone paid for their Xbox. At 6 o'clock, everyone paid. Make sure everyone had a ticket. I left. I went back home, did whatever the hell I wanted to do, came back at 11, got my shit at 12:05, was home by 12:20, and I was playing. It was great. What was that? Oh, that was my first video. That's done now. Recording. Hold on. Close. Done recording. Exit out. Would you like to cancel this operation? Oh, no, wait. I don't want to cancel anything. What just happened? Shitballs. Did this even record? Let me see. I'm testing it out. I'm waiting for the video to load. Alright, that video was good. Okay, just make sure. So, yeah. Next time I wait for any game or any release of a console or anything, it's going to be at GameStop. And they hooked me up with so much swag, dude. They gave me keychains, they gave me lanyards, they gave me posters just because I'm Towelliee and stuff. I bought them all pizza, too. I bought everyone in line with me pizza, and I bought the workers pizza. Well, technically, you guys donated to me because I was streaming live from the GameStop, which is really cool. It was my first time streaming live, and I don't really like streaming live because I like to keep my private life outside of gaming kind of private. You'll see me tweet about, where I am, what I'm eating, But in terms of emotional feels and stuff like that, I keep that to myself. That's my business. I don't do anything in real life. I don't show where I live and what I do and all this crap. Okay, what I do is pretty simple. So I think I'm gonna keep it to like game releases for having the camera with me while I'm streaming through the whole Skype app thing, and we'll leave it at that. That'll make it way better for me instead of I don't even want to talk about it. Let's see. Twitch had a bit of drama this week. There was a bit of drama with their administration. I'm not going to say much because Twitch has always been really great to me. Twitch has taken care of me. They've given me upgrades. They've given me kind of like raises and stuff, like I'm a normal worker at a normal job, which this is. And but I will say that their administrative area did need some work. I've sent several emails in the past about stuff that had to do with administrative stuff. And I hope now with the recent happenings that their administrative team starts to look at a bit more professional look at Twitch, and they start to really come down on streams that are not representing Twitch in the proper way. Now, people are like, well, Towelliee, you curse all the time and you talk about weird things. Yeah, but I'm normal. I talk about what normal adults talk about, and my channel is flagged for it. So Twitch has never had a problem with me. I remember during the Moonguard days, I used to go a little bit out of hand with some of the wording I used to use, and Twitch came down on me for it. And ever since then, there's been a lot of channels that have just been able to do whatever they want and not follow these rules that used to be enforced hardcore 2 years ago. And now I think with this recent situation, Twitch might start actually telling people to do the right things, and to kind of make sure that, to let us know that what we do as streamers reflects on them as well. And I've made my mistakes in the past, and I've paid for it, in a public image way and that. But I've restored myself in the last 2 years, and I've kind of gained back, my own personal reputation that I still hold high on Twitch, and other streamers, look up to. And I'll say it freely because it's true. And, and I myself, I look up to a lot of other people on Twitch, like Man, and Day9, and a lot of the other streamers who are just like the average Joes that stream and are not really pros, but we've kind of evolved this business into a situation where you don't have to be good at games to be entertaining, but at least still play games. So I'm kind of glad that the Twitch administration is doing some things, making some right choices. Hopefully things change. Hopefully they're more hardcore. Hell, if I have to get yelled at for the image of Twitch to look better, so be it. This is my job. This is what I do for a living. We all want Twitch to stay around, stick around, and not have any kind of issues. Plain and simple. So hopefully that all goes well. What else? What happened since BlizzCon? BlizzCon happened. PS4, Xbox release happened. This whole Twitch drama thing happened. My birthday's coming up. Birthday week's coming up pretty soon. Oh, and in terms of contests and recent sponsorships, I am hooked up, sponsored, partnered, whatever the hell you want to call it, still with Razer. And now I am with Gunner Optics. I do use their RPGs when I'm gaming now for 10 hours a day because they help me with my eye fatigue. And I got a bonus code from them, so anytime you want to buy Gunners, you use the code HAMMERSUP, you get 10% off. You've seen a lot of other streamers with the same deal. But I worked with them, they like my audience, and my audience is very dedicated. And thanks to Bajira, I love you, Bajira. I wouldn't really do that to him. But I met Bajira at BlizzCon, the most fucking amazing guy ever. He is such a cool dude, and he's so very, passionate, just like me, about what we do for a living and about the fans. And he has a sponsorship with a supplement company, Cellucor. And Cellucor gives him, products so he can try them out and see if he likes them. And people buy products through Bajira's code, and they get 20% off. Bajira spoke to Cellucor and said, hey, you should look at this guy, Towelliee. Maybe he's not ripped, jacked up or whatever, but he was 400 plus pounds. Now he's 235, 240. And he's looking great, and he's been talking about fitness in his live stream for the past year and a half. So they came to me. I had a little conference with them, and they feel the same way about me. They felt about Bajira. I've been trying out their products for the past 3 weeks. I've been seeing these massive gains, I'm not like Bajira, like, but I'm kind of getting there soon, maybe next year. But I've been trying a lot of their products out. I gave their products a trial. I love them. They worked way better than anything I've taken before. And yeah, so I hooked up with Cellucor now, and now Cellucor, I'm sponsored with them. And if you ever want to buy any products from Cellucor, use the code HammersUp, and you get 20% off of your purchase with the code HammersUp. They've already done some cool contests for me in my channel. A few viewers have won some C4, some N0, and some whey protein. So it's pretty cool. But right now, for me, what I'm doing, if you guys want to know what I take from them, is I use their Super HD fat burner and their CLK. I stack those together. I take that half an hour before I work out, and then I take it again about 8 hours later in the day, never exceeding 3 pills a day. Obviously, what I urge people to do all the time is always just please, if you're ever going to do anything with supplements, always go to the doctor first. Get a blood work done. Get your blood checked. Make sure you don't have any heart issues. Go as far as doing those EKG, whatever, tests, making sure your heart rhythm is okay. Make sure you have no little irregular beats. Just always make sure you're healthy. Or if you're really overweight, I made the mistake of not going to the doctor when I started at 410 pounds. And I dropped like 65 pounds in a month and a half. It was kind of scary for me. I started throwing up, and I had to, and then I went to the doctor. Thank God, thank Tyrion. Love you, Tyrion. I was at 100% bill of health, liver, kidneys, function, heartbeat rate. I did everything. Everything was fine. But with them, I take Super HD and CLK. I stack those for like weight loss, get you lean, get you mean. They also have the pre-workout N0 and C4. C4 has creatine, N0 has no creatine, but N0 is like fucking insane. What I'll do sometimes is I go 4 days taking supplements, 3 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off. So when I go to the gym for those 4 days and I do weights, I take the N0 pre-workout, which is the orange taste. I'm not gonna lie, I love Cellucor, but the orange taste is bad. It's like when you used to take that medicated prescription cough syrup back in the day before it became just like NyQuil. You had to go to the doctors, get a prescription, and your mom gave it to you in a spoon, and it was like, that's how the N0 tastes. But oh my God, how effective is it? It is the #1 pre-workout. I've tried like 15 pre-workouts in the past year and a half. That one, my whole body is like tingly. Like I feel like my body's like zapping me, and that's the beta alanine or whatever kicking in. And on my drive to the gym, I'm sweating. I'm soaked. My shirt's like fucking soaked. And my workouts are great. I get that extra pump. My trainer notices it. He even asked me what I'm taking. He's going to try N0 now. And then in the afternoon, I'll take a Super HD and CLK serving to continue having that in my system. In terms of protein, I love their cinnamon swirl. And they have this new one that's called confetti, which is like cake batter. Can't wait to try that. But anyway, big props to Bajira for hooking me up. And a big thanks to Cellucor for being really cool about, hooking up with a guy who's maybe not the biggest dude in the world, but is starting to look toward, getting toward that status where, I'm borderline health nut as it is now. I'm even almost getting rid of my cheat days at this point. And I'm enjoying myself. So I have a Cellucor sponsorship, a Gunner. I'm still with Razer. Hopefully one of these days I can get a Razer code for you guys. But right now, Gunner, 10% off. Hammers Up, Cellucor, 20% off. Hammers Up. I'll put the codes in the link in this description. And yeah, everything's been great, man. I mean, I've been doing a lot of work for different companies. I did a job for like Battlefield 4 and DICE for Axe body spray during the Battlefield 4 release. I've been doing some Sony stuff for Sony and their PS4. It's great, man. It's great, evolving yourself as an entertainer, as a broadcaster, being more out there, being more confident in yourself to just contact people and say, hey, this is me. I'm Towelliee. This is what I can do for you. I want to stream your shit because it's fucking awesome, all right? Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do. I don't want your money. I just want my fans to be happy, and that's it. And it's great, and I love it. And I've also been doing, for the past year, we've been doing this thing called the Donator Contest in my live stream. I know. Oh my God, Towellee's taking donations. You know what? Fuck it. Everyone takes them now, okay? Below me. Anyway, I made mine a little bit more fun. What I did was I basically gave people an incentive to donate by giving an insane amount of prizes. And people do it. And in exchange, people get to watch me live stream more and people stick around more. And that's the way it is. And in this day and age, I'd say everyone at this point, YouTubers, streamers, My Free Webcam girls, we all kind of just take donations now. There was a time in which I didn't take any for about almost 2 years, because the ad revenue was so amazing on Twitch that I didn't really need it. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. But now it's like ad revenue is kind of like really, really bad. The commercial shit has gone down to shitter in the past couple of years, or in the last year, sorry. So I decided to start this donator contest, and everyone loves it. So it's basically like, it's like a lottery. You basically donate like $1 to the live stream. I'm not asking, I don't tell people give me 10, 20, 250,000 on my fucking soda pop and shit. Soda's fucking lucky. He got that guy that gives him $10,000. I don't ask for that. I say $1 gets you into the contest. You have a chance to win so-and-so. I've given out Titans, 690s, 780s. I've given out computers. Last month we had a giveaway for the PlayStation 4 donator contest, and there was so much donated that I took like $2,000 of that money now. And this month for December is another donator contest where I'm giving out 3 winners. I'm giving out a PS4, an Xbox One, and a GTX 780 to 3 winners instead of just 1. For the past 11 months, we've done only 1 winner. Now we're doing 3 winners. And then I always have a top donator contest, and it's always a gag. And I can't believe people donate a lot of money for a gag. I literally, last month, some dude paid like $600 for a pair of my old 4X underwear, Xbox boxers. I signed them, put them in a bag, shipped it to him. The kid was fucking ecstatic. Well, he wasn't a kid. He was like a dude. He was like, yep, this was worth the money, dude. This is worth the money. I'm retired. I got all this money. I don't give a shit. And sometimes, honestly, people are like that. Sometimes people have money they just want to throw away. People don't understand, like, the mentality and fanatical mentality that fans have for their streamers. It's insane. It's worse than YouTube. It's way worse than YouTube. Like I don't just have white knights. I have like a legion of white knights. Girl streamers have like a legion of white knights. It's insane, Like people just love you, and I keep doing what I do because of those same people that support. But yeah, top donator contest. I did it for a gag, and then it was like, holy shit, this guy really donated that much. And people were like, you're always scared about people charging back shit on PayPal. That's why whenever I get a big donation on PayPal, I just never actually use that money. I wait like a year or 2. And I always make sure that whatever they ask for was shipped to them. That way, if they try to charge back, I'm like, here, this is the receipt for, the tracking number. This says he got it. This is the delivered confirmation. And then PayPal's like, you win, they lose. And I'm like, cool. I've done it a few times already. Sometimes people give you money for a prize they've won, and they think they could charge it back because they're trying to be funny because they're too young and too stupid to understand. And then when they try, like some dude donated to me like $200, and it was a contest for a donator contest for $200, and it was for some small item in my room or something. He tried to charge it back, and PayPal was like, "Well, you need proof," and I'm like, "Yeah, I got proof of the shipping. Here you go." I basically just. Here's the tracking number, here's the confirmation that it was delivered, and that kid was probably like, yeah, I guess I signed for it, that was me, fuck, my dad's gonna be pissed I put it on his credit card. And then it's pretty simple, but yeah, I love doing a donator contest now. If you're ever interested in doing it, go to my channel. It's like I said, I tell people it's $1 in a dream, you have $1, you have a chance to win some crazy ass shit, you don't have to give more than $1, people do, but $1 is just simple. And, implementing a donation button with giving people back, what you get in donations back to them as prizes is also pretty cool because you're technically either donating to support or to win a prize. And I think I've talked for like half an hour now. I really got to shower. I really have to shower. Peace out. Double chest pound. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll put some links there for you guys. I gotta go shower. I'm dirty. Gotta watch the Colts kick ass.